We dedicate this season to friend of the pod, Christian Salisbury. A life and talent taken from the herd way too early. He will be remembered for his speed and agility, but most of all his smile and infectious enthusiasm. If you're able, go to the link in the description and donate to the Christian Salisbury Memorial Fund and help more kids like Christian find their way to professional football. Carry that rock in peace, my friend. You will be missed.
Who it is. This is a brotherhood. And if we stand strong together, we can't be denied. If one of us goes down, we have another, and another, and another that's ready to fight. So let's hit this field and bang them, bang them, bang them. Somebody, light me up.
It's time to huddle up. It's the Turf District Podcast. Welcome back to the Turf District, where we huddle up to talk all things Edmonton Elks and the CFL. And we're a proud member of the Canadian Football Podcast Network. I'm Andrew, and it is Turf District Tuesdays. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a fun one. We're already fired up in the back room, getting ready for this game. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, or if you've downloaded the podcast, thanks for downloading. And if you could take a second to share, like, reply, comment, all of those things, that'd be great. It just helps grow the show. I am not going to waste your time with too much other than to ask you to put some questions in the chat for our guest. I know there'll be lots of them, and he just already said he's going to ready to answer them all. So we're going to have a great time this evening. Let's bring in the regular gang first. There they are. It's one super fan, Mike, and one commissioner, Kayla. How are you guys?
Good. It's been a while.
I know. I was going to say the bye week, right? It was kind of a nice break. It gave me time to do a lot of journaling, a lot of time to, self-reflection on how I can be a better fan to help the team, all those things, right? What did you guys do?
Important.
Sure.
I also took time to go see the Barbie movie because it's very cool. Anyway,
Nice.
what did you guys get up to?
I remember.
So it was really good for Kayla then. What about you, Mike?
Well, I've been starting off some stuff on the smoker, some brisket, doing a Montreal smoked meat. That's going to be ready probably by Friday. And then Yeah, a super mom is in town. She's actually upstairs, huddled
Hi,
around her
super
iPad
mom.
watching. So that's kind of cool. She didn't want to come down here and be in the background, but
Oh, well.
Our loss.
We'll teach her one day.
But-
On the
and
other
again-
hand, Thursday, we'll get to see her.
yeah, but again, no one cares about this part. Everyone just wants to get to the guest.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Let's get to the
Enough
guest.
about
All
us.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Enough about us. Let's bring in our guest. You know him. He's a two-time CFL All-Star. He is also a 2015 Grey Cup champion, and you all know him better as the Mayor of Commonwealth. It is one Odell Willis. Welcome, Odell, to the show.
What's happening? Welcome. Welcome, Edmonton fans. Welcome, Edmonton fans. All Eskimo and Elk fans, welcome.
Well, we are so glad that we got a chance to get you on the podcast. I'm telling you before the show, you should be the regular hype man for the team because you're amazing on the field and you're also amazing off of it. But we haven't seen you in a little while. What's going on? What's new with you?
Recently I just opened a gym in Edmonton for all athletes, and if you want to be an athlete or you just want to get in shape, tone up, whatever you want to do. I just opened up a gym on 9938, 67th Ave, right central location in Edmonton, Athletes Compound. So,
Yeah.
hey, if you're looking for athletic development, come see me. I even got a physiotherapist in there. Shout out to Pursuit of
Nice.
Motion. I got a physio in there. So it's a one-stop shop. You come get your workout in and come get some recovery and some treatment. Either or you want to do both, come see me.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. And you're right. At 99th, it's actually not far from my office. That's perfect. I can make this work, Odell.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Well,
Sign up.
I also forgot too. I got dryland hockey in there. So if you need any dryland training, I got a good group. MCN. Shout out to Matt Gorman. Like I say, if you want to get some pucks up, some shots up. Hey, I'm looking for the next Connor McDavid.
Nice.
Outstanding. Aren't we all?
We all are. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So before we get into the current team, everybody's here because they want to talk about you and your playing days. So how did you get introduced to football as a young kid?
Man, same way kids get introduced to hockey when they up here, kids start skating when they 3 years old, shooting slap shots. Hey, same way in the States, especially in Alabama where I'm from the South. So, we was born. Soon we was able to walk, here go basketball, football, baseball, figure it out. So started when I was like 4 years old, down in the pillar of our community, Vanity Fair. It's actually a place where they made panties and bras, but they had like a big old field behind it. And I guess they let us use the space, and like I say, RIP, rest in peace to the guy that probably gave thousands of young kids an opportunity, Benny Moss. You know what I'm saying? He was the first person to give me a chance to play Pee Wee football. My mom brought me down there, paid the $50. The rest is history.
Excellent history.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I just started down there when I was like 4-year-old, and I was bigger than most of the kids already at an early age, so people thought I was like 6, and I'm 4, sorry.
How old?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, keep going.
Yeah, and then like I say, it's just, where we from is bred, so by the time you get to high school, you already know what to do. You just waiting for your opportunity. So somebody get hurt, hate you got hurt, but my turn. And then like I say, the rest, could have went D1, but didn't have the grades, didn't have the test scores. I was just, it's just what it is. I was just there to play football and talk to my friends, not really understanding you need grades to get in school as well. So that's why I ended up going D2 to Division II school, University of West Georgia, played 4 years there. And let's see, I was a 2-time All-American, 3-time All-Conference. Thought that was enough to get to the league. Clearly it wasn't, so I'm like, shit, what's next? Didn't really do enough to have a degree at the time. Jobs weren't paying enough, so, I went to the streets. That one where I wanted to be at. I'm like, I don't like jail. I end up going for like maybe 4 or 5 days and realize, yeah, I need to choose a new career path because I'm not even a big time guy and I'm spending time in jail. Like, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. So, I left that after the year and just decided to dedicate my dedicate my life to football. So, because I didn't want to be one of the next, like, and where I'm from, we got, the hometown heroes, the hometown legends. I didn't want to be another one of those. So, it was like, I'm going to give it all I can in football. And if it don't work, at least I can say, hey, I tried every way possible and it didn't work. Just so happened I got down to the last hope and the guy, that's probably why I ride for him so hard now. The guy, Chris Jones, called me. He called me a day before. Actually called me a week before my birthday, like before Christmas, said, we want to give you a workout. And I hung up on him because I went through the rental league and did my thing, balled out. Eskimo fans, y'all remember Joe Sykes?
Yeah.
Me and Joe Sykes was on the same arena team. And I got noticed because Joe Sykes was Defensive Player of the Year, and I came half the season and I almost caught him in sacks.
Wow.
So when they was looking at the film, it was like, well, who's this other guy flying off the end? So he gave Jones my number, and Jones called me and gave me a workout. And like I say, I was trying to go Arena 1. That's when Arena 1 was popping then. Guys was making like 100,000, 200,000. So I'm like, yes, this is what I'm finna do. And just so happened, I got a contract with the Destroyers. Next thing you know, a month later, the league folded. So I'm like, all right, I'm done with ball. So when he called me, I was just like, all right, whatever. And I just hung up on him. And he called me back. He was like, no, this is the real deal. Look it up, check it out. So I'm like, and then he gave me a workout the day after my birthday. So I'm like, man, I'm going to be too hungover to go do a workout or anything. And my lady at the time, she was like, try it. It's the end of the year. Just finish the year out with a bang. If you make it, you make it. You don't, you don't. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. So partied, birthday, drove up there, hungover. Because, when you go to workouts, it's like you pay your $100 and it's like, it's 300 people there. And you like, oh, my God, I'm going to be out here all day. And guys know this. But this particular workout I get there, it's only like 60 guys. And I'm like, oh, shit. This might be a real deal. Little guy there yelling, Jones, hey, line up. I'm like, man, this little dude extra. I'm like, I ain't finna be able to do this because I already know I'm hungover. I go out there, he make me run by 740s. I'm like, man, I know you faster than that. You look good. I'm like, man, I can't run no 40. I'm slow. I'm quick. But I'm slow. Like, after 15 yards, this is over with. So I go run my shuttle and my air drill, and he was like, damn, like, you are quick, but you really ain't fast. I'm like, nah. 15, that's it. And then we do one-on-one, and if you've been to a Jones workout or practice, you're going to do a million on. So I was like, yeah, this is my time to shine. So I think we did one-on-one for about an hour. I didn't get blocked until like the end because at the end I started throwing up. I didn't think we was going to do that many reps. I think we did about 40, 50 reps. I'm in there sweating alcohol up out of me. And I was like, I can't even go no more, coach. I got to. And he just laughing. So I'm like, man. And he's like, man, give me your info. And 2 days later, he called me like, yeah, we want to give you a contract. I was like, man, are you serious? I hung up again. Like, I want to make sure this is real. So he called back. He was like, man, why you keep hanging up on me? Coach, just want to make sure this is solid. And thing 2009, June 3rd, first flight to Calgary.
Wow.
And then the rest is it.
What a story. Like, that is, I can't, the fact that you hung up on Jones, like, made my stomach drop, but also, like, very gleeful because I'm like, dang, you got balls.
I mean, because I was at the point I was just tired of, I'm like, man, I didn't gave my all. I'm playing a rental ball for $200 a game. and they taking taxes out the check. So
Oh,
you feel me? If you win, you get a $50 bonus that's also taxed. So if you win, you get like $237. If you lose, you check like $188. I'm like, I'm eating CC's pizza every week and Golden Corral, because in the rental ball you got like different sponsors that let the team eat there free. And I'm like, man, if I drive way over there, I ain't gonna have gas for practice. So I'm like, I gotta have gas for practice for the week with this check. I gotta at least survive, because I can't eat CC's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, man, the struggle was real. Like, calling my folks, hey, can you see this money? They was like, ain't you playing ball? I'm like, it ain't what you think it is. Like, I had to send my brother the actual, like, back then, you wasn't no screenshots. So I had to, like, send him the contract, like, bro, this is what I signed. And he was going like, man, what the hell are you doing, sacrificing your life for crumbs? Like it's borderline crackhead prices. I'm like, hey, man, if we getting film, yeah. Like, well, I hope the film worth it, because $200. Because the funny part was, the first team I was with was the AIFL, red, white, and blue ball. I was playing for the Huntington Heroes, and we didn't even get paid the first month and a half. And we had the best team in the league. We was like 7-0. And I was just like, man, I can't do this, bro. Like, I'm on my last couple of dollars. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get home. So they came through with like one large payment to like make up. It was like $1,500. I was like, you know, I'm gonna take this $1,500 and I'm gone. So I told the coach, and he was like, man, don't leave. I think you're turning. No, let me call the Arena League. He didn't call the Arena 2. He called the Peoria Pirates. Bruce Caldry, the head coach at the time. So he was like, hey, they want you. If you want to go, you're more than welcome. I'm like, say less. I'm gone. I mean, it's better than not getting paid. So I drove from Huntington, West Virginia to Peoria, Illinois. And it was like the same. It was like vice versa. I'm getting paid, but now we getting our ass whooped every week. So I'm like, I don't think I could do this for $200. And then where we were staying was, it was the worst. I had a hotel. The hotel was like a Hotel 6, and it was like pimps and hoes outside my window on the corner. So I'm like, yo, I hope they don't break in my car. I had my car parked like right in front of my room, so I could, like, it was the worst. So I told the coach, he moved me across the thing to the Holiday Inn Express. Nice hotel, but the catch was you got to pay $80 a week. So I'm like, Coach, I'm only making $180 because we suck. Like, so I got to give them $80 and have $100 for the week to survive. I'm finna hit them with some IOUs.
Yeah. Wow.
So it got to a point, I'm like, man, this is like the worst. I go from winning and not getting paid to getting paid and not winning. I'm like, I can't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. So we had a bye week, and we played a team, Green Bay Blizzard. Played them. What's my guy? Bob Lancey. He rich dude. He owned like the Taco Bells and some up there in Green Bay. So he was like, hey man, you're a hell of a player. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, too bad y'all won't see me no more. He was like, what you talking about? I'm like, I quit this shit. I'm done. I'm gonna go work. He's like, you sure you quit? I'm like, yes. So we go in the little bye week. And the coach, the Bruce Caldry, said, hey, man, I heard you wanted to get traded. I'm like, I didn't want to get traded. No, I'm quitting. I ain't coming back. Like, I'm at home with my people. I ain't coming back. So just so happened he had the coach from Green Bay on the phone at the same time. He's like, I told you, Bruce. And I'm like, what y'all got going on? So he was like, yo, we going to trade you to Green Bay because we think you got talent. We want to see you play. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see you quit just because you're not winning. So the coach, Bruce Caldry, shout out to my guy, he traded me to Green Bay. And that's when I met Joe Sykes. And we was winning. I was making actually extra money. The coach like, I'll give you extra $200 a game. So I went from $200 a game to $400 a game. So I'm like, yeah, and I got a new set of tires for driving from Alabama to Green Bay. So I'm like, cool. Just so happened that film led to somehow I got in Chris Jones' hands, and the rest is history.
Somebody get this man a movie.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
I know, right? That's why when folks tell me their stories, I'm like, we all got one. The thing is, how much you willing, how far are you willing to go to, chase your dream? Because at the end of the day, life is short. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna do it or you ain't. You gonna procrastinate or what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you say you love it like you say you love it, what are the stints you willing to go to chase that?
Amazing.
Yeah. Ooh. Andrew, do you still want me to ask this question?
Yes.
Okay. So, like you said, you came up to the CFL.
You can ask whatever you want to ask. This is uncut.
Perfect. I love it.
We'll sway a little into the CFL and just like your experience. But like you said, you came in 2009, first to Calgary, Winnipeg, and then obviously to the best team. But what was the difference playing in the CFL as far as your other experiences went?
Man, shit was just organized, like organized. I don't care how people say it was just organized. It was like a breath of fresh air. Like, man, I ain't gotta ask where the coach is at, where the trainers, where do I get my equipment? Do I even have equipment? Where we practicing at? Like, it's like, oh, I know I'm gonna be here. I didn't care if we was good or bad. It was like, man, this is real football. I'm back outside. I'm not in a sardine can, flipping guys over a wall, catching balls off a net. Like, what the hell is this?
Okay, so you come up, you obviously you become the mayor of Swaggerville, and we all know how that went. But that's Winnipeg, and this is an Elks show. So I'm going to talk about when you then came to Edmonton. Now, was it Chris Jones that brought you to Edmonton then? Is that your main reason to coming, or what was your main draw for coming to Edmonton?
The D-line at the time, because I was in SAS in 11, and I was like, man, we ended up winning like 7 or 8 games and ended up going to the playoff. That was the year Drew Tate threw that miracle-ass pass in the first round to Remy Bryant for the long thing and put us out the playoffs. And I was like, oh, man, we did all this work. So I'm like, man, and me, I like playing with good D-linemen. So when I seen that, I'm looking at Edmonton, I'm like, man, they got a young Mondo Sewell at the time. They had a young Ted Laurent. They had a young Marcus Howard. You know what I'm saying? They even had Sean Lemon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I go over there. I ain't gonna ever get double teamed, like ever, like. So I go over there, and the crazy part about it, as soon as I leave, SAS win a ring the next year. I'm like, damn.
Of course.
I'm like, damn. But it was like, and we getting our ass whooped with first year starter Mike Riley.
Yep.
And that's when I tell folks, like, that's when the legend of Mike Riley was born. Don't too many people know it, but that's when the legend of Michael Trigger Riley was born, because we used to be getting our ass whooped. He threw like 3 or 4 picks, and he coming over there, hey man, I remember this, man. Just look at the scoreboard. Remember, we gonna reverse this shit. I was like, man, get away from me, bro. You suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this dude, man? You supposed to be that guy. You didn't do it. I'm like, man. And he's doing it every game, though. Like, as much as I used to, like, brush him off, I'm like, man, go on, Dad. I don't want to hear shit, man. We lose about 34 some points. You talking about we gonna change this. I don't want to hear that right now. Like, we suck on defense. You suck on offense. Like, I don't want to hear this. Like, but every game, he would say it. And I be damned, come 14, he's like, hey, look at the scoreboard. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Our only problem in 14 was we was undisciplined. We went 12-6, and we lost a lot of games because we was undisciplined. We gave up probably almost 100 yards the games we lost in just penalties. So we knew. I was like, damn, this little white boy here might know something. You know what I'm saying? Like. And in 15, it was like, hey, make sure we ain't doing nothing stupid. We kicking ass, taking that. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm going to give you a chance because I kind of believe in what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I see how tough he is because, he played in that final game with O-lineman cleats on because he had a broke foot and ankle. Like, who does this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, We come out there, we go to Fort Mac. Why the hell we in Fort Mac anyway? I'm glad we only played one game up there. That was the first ever decision the CFL to make. Like, goodness, there's nothing in Fort Mac but that field. So we go out there and Cleon Lane blow his knee out. I'm like, oh. Like, we all on the sideline like, oh, shit, Mike's done, guys. Like, so then, we got to depend on Matt Nichols and James Frank the Tank. And I'm like, man, they shaky. They shaky. You know what I'm saying? But those the only games we lost with those guys. But hats off to those guys. They did what they could to hold it together because it was almost like a 2-quarterback system. Patch this up until Mike come back. Like, they even got one of those machines you put around your waist, and it like takes pressure. You can control how much weight you run and walk on. They got one of them for Mike. That's when I knew it was real right now. Mike coming back. Mike coming back. Yeah. And just so happened we weathered the storm. We only lost like 4 games while Mike was gone. And when he came back, it was like dun, 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 dun. Like, hey Mike, hey, you the leader. Hey, I'm frontline soldier. Hey, you lead us, goddamn. I'm right behind you, front line, like some Braveheart type. We will never take our freedom. I'm like, this boy Mike is. I'm telling you, like, he went 10 in a row.
Yeah.
10 in a row. And like I say, since he left, we ain't seen a quarterback like him.
No fear.
It's true.
Absolutely.
Bo Levi's a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He done won a lot of games, but he's not tough. And there's no knock on him, no disrespect to him. I love Bo Levi. Like I say, he's a great quarterback. Plenty of battles with him, but he's just not tough. Mike Riley then took some hits. Like, you could put together a highlight film of some of the hits Mike then took, and he get up. Next thing you know, he touchdown. You be like, damn. And you come in the next morning, whole shoulder purple, ribs blue. You be like, damn, this white boy tough, man. That's why I always said during his time, he was the best quarterback in our league because he was good and he was durable. Now, we don't know who. All 4 of us might well take turn playing for quarterback for these teams.
Like it.
Hey, you go play for SAS. Katie, you go play for Ottawa. And me and you'll take the flip up with Elks.
There he is.
Just saying, like.
Well, why did you put me in Sask? Like, of all places, seriously, the wrong shade.
I'm just saying, with the quarterback situation we got, we better off taking on 4 teams and hey, let's see what we're gonna do because right now, what do we have in the CFL for quarterbacks?
Not a lot.
No. Right now, it is a hard position to fill at this moment.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, and there is no Mike Riley's at this moment for sure.
No, there are not. So obviously you came to Edmonton, you became an instant fan favorite here. I mean, the message boards were sort of jumping when you finally came over because, God, we hated playing against you when you were in Saskatchewan and Winnipeg. And when you finally came, it's like, thank God, now we're not playing against Odell. So you became the mayor of Commonwealth. Like you said, you took that team with everyone else there to the Grey Cup. What was it like? What was the feeling when you realized that you guys had won the first cup in 2015?
Man, for me, it was relief. I know for me personally because I went in 11 and the wrong color confetti would hit me, and I was just like, damn, man. Like, I done lost a lot of games, but you don't realize until you like the buzzer hit 0-0. Like, damn, this it. Like, we just lost the biggest game on the stage, and then you get to see how many folks it was, and for me, I was just like, yo, I got to get back. And then you had guys like Doug Brown, who had been in the league forever, 3 Grey Cups, haven't won one. You got guys like Milt Stiegel. And I'm like, man, I can't be one of these guys. No disrespect to him, but I cannot be like, how can you call yourself, how can you be legendary with no ring? Almost like the debate that Shaq and Kenny and them be messing with Charles. Charles Barkley, you're a great player. MVP, no ring.
Right. Yeah.
So it's almost like when you picking receivers, who you pick, G-Roy or Milk?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, for me, the whole week, I'm like, guys, I mean, I don't care what you really do. Keep your routine the same, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been on the other side. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I know it's going to be a lot of partying. Hey, it's okay. Be disciplined for a week, and guess what? We'll party forever. And the guys bought into it. I mean, you know, guys partied a little bit, but me, I told the guys who ain't playing on practicing, go party because I want to hear all the stories. I want to see all the videos that people don't supposed to see. I want to see all that. That's it. That's y'all job for the week, to entertain the guys who playing. That's y'all job. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all do, we want to hear about it because we know what time it was. And like I said, once we won it, hey, we partied off. Man, I didn't sleep until Wednesday. I missed. I was supposed to go to the hockey game. I'm still mad about that. I wanted to go to the hockey game and walk out on the ice, but I sat on the couch, got dressed. I'm like, okay, we got like an hour before we have to be there, and I fell asleep in the clothes I was dressed in.
Oh no! Oh no!
I was like, damn.
There's probably some good parties in there, I would think.
Man, it was epic. I'm talking about, God, man, it was epic. Like, man, I don't see why. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this for everybody. If you don't drink out the Grey Cup when it's presented, don't drink out of it after that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. You don't drink out of it, the night is worn and they go around in the locker room. Don't drink out of it.
It's a pro tip.
Yep, exactly.
Oh man, going back to the West Final though, you have immortalized that moment in history when you led the way. It was like section H or something like that, when you led the guys up into the fans after you won. Like, I remember I was on the other side and I remember clear as day you going up and just high-fiving the fans. I was just like, I think that was one of the best moments that a lot of fans bring up in recent history. Was so amazing to watch. Like, you could feel how much you guys wanted this.
Man, that was probably like one of the highlights of my careers too. Like, because I mean, that whole year was special, but just that momentum we was building, we knew we was gonna beat Calgary. Like, it was to the point, if they had a copy to go look at that game, I'd say around about the third quarter. It was to the point we weren't even looking at Coach John. We knew what to call Coach, man. Just if they do something different, let us know, and we'll call. Like, we knew what to call. He'd be out there, hey, eyes, and we'd be like, we'll give him the signal, and he'll put a smirk on his face because he was like, yeah, these boys are locked in. Like, he didn't have to call. He just had to sit there with his hands on his knees. If he sees something, he'll come out there and make the adjustment. We were so comfortable, and we knew we was going to win that game to the point where we started letting them come back. If y'all know, towards the end, they got a couple cheap touchdowns because we knew what they was going to do. Like, we knew what they was going to do, to the point where guys like, all right, we up. Let me go. I know he going to go here. Let me go make a play. And it was like, hey, you leaving this open. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know he going to throw it here, you leaving this open. This is a touchdown. So, you know what I'm saying? We slacked up a little. Well, we didn't slack up. It was just guys trying to make a play because we knew we was going to win. But, man, just that end. And then, like I said, I told guys, I said, man, we win. I'm going in the stands. You can go with me or without me. But when that clock hits 0, I'm going to the stands. Forget that field. And, man, just going in the stands and just seeing the fans' faces and having that feeling, like, it was almost like a relief for the fans, seeing that, yo, we the city of champions. This is where we belong, and we finally going back to a Grey Cup, man. Just to go up, then go all the way across, come back down. I actually went to the other side, but they was like, hey, we got to do the trophy. I was going to go up the other side. But they stopped me before I got up there. So whoever had the big flag, I just stood with them and took a few pictures with the big flag, and then went on up to the trophy thing. So that was an epic night. Yeah, we was about 40,000 deep that night.
40. Yeah, it was the last
Mhm.
time we had that many, and the I can't imagine what the electricity was for you guys even on the field, because I that's the one thing that I talk about. If you want to talk about a moment as a fan in the stands, just the noise and the electricity in the crowd was unbelievable.
Man, that shit was amazing. Like I say, and that's the only thing I'm disappointed with it this year, because it's like the fans love the team regardless. And like I said, the last game we had, for you still had like 25 some thousand fans in the stands, still believing after we sitting up here with a goose egg. It shows you the love we still have for the team, and it's just a matter of time before we start winning, and that you just got to get the snowball effect going. Once you get it going, I mean, like I say, it's hard to stop. We so used to winning that's all that we just been spoiled with winning. So 2 bad seasons in a row, it's like, no, we need change. Like, hey, everything don't change overnight. Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes 2 nights. Sometimes it may take a week, but just give it patience. Don't always, as soon as it's bad, we changing. Well, we done changed how many times in the last 3-4 years? What have that got us?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's just ride it out. Now, year 3, I think, me personally, I was saying year 3 anyway because of the business side of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Folks just like, we got this, we're going to go win. Yeah, on-field product, yeah, that matters too, but a lot of it is the business side, especially when you got coaches coaching for peanuts. Like, folks don't realize that. Like, and what other person you was gonna find that could do what Jones do? Folks think he ain't doing a good job, but who else are you gonna find as a head coach, GM, and a DC?
Right.
That's 3 positions. So
Yep.
could we hire 3 people for those positions, or even 2? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So people don't look at all that like, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we doing the best we can with what we got. And like I said, I'm gonna ride with them till the wheels fall off, and then still when the wheels fall off, shit, how far we gotta walk?
I love that. I love that line. That is amazing.
Well, I think sorry.
Go ahead, Kayla. Go ahead.
No, I think what's so different too, when the camaraderie, and like you guys were essentially a brotherhood, and we could feel it as fans, just that the team came together in unity, basically. And especially with you and Darius, I think you guys were pretty close. But do you still keep in contact with some of the guys from that team?
Oh yeah, man. What? Actually, me and Ryan King stay in the same duplex. Yeah, me and Kinger, Eddie Steele, Grant Shaw, we go golfing probably about 3-4 times a month. Like I said, Darius down in he in the States. Shamad gonna be helping me actually in the gym with receivers, and you know what I'm saying, getting them developed, because that's one thing I wanted to bring to my gym. Like, I don't want to be just any gym with any trainers in it, because I can get a gym and all y'all certified, and we can all say, yeah, we in the gym, we train. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of gyms doing. Like, yeah, I do football training. Just because you got a gym and just because you certified doesn't make you a football trainer. The last time you played was high school and maybe 1 year of college ball or youth sports, but you haven't really, you know what I'm saying? So, no. So the aspect of my gym is, hey, you play receiver, guess what? I'm going to offer you in-season training, off-season training, as well as film breakdown, film study on yourself. And you're going to get this from guys like Shamad, Darius, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that have seen it, that can tell you, not from a Jimmy and a Joe just because he's certified and he's been doing football training for 3 years. These guys been playing football all their life.
Yeah.
And I tell parents, do you want a doctor who got a degree, or do you want a doctor with a degree and a couple surgeries on his belt that know what he's doing?
Fair.
They both
Yeah.
certified. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. They both certified, but do you want experience or do you just want a doctor?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'd rather the one that has a little practice. Yeah.
A little bit.
There you go. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I might know a thing or two about that. Let's Mike, let's get through a few of these fan questions. I've seen that there's a few piling up, and I know
Yeah.
Odell is anxious to answer them. So let's do a few of those, and then we'll get into the game recap here.
You betcha. I'm just sort of scrolling back, taking these a little out of order. Paul Reckner is asking, thinking back to Swaggerville, Odell, what's the biggest thing you now know that you wished you knew then?
How to be a better businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, hey, Swaggerville, me personally, they didn't want 2 great cups. We could have made some money off that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a crazy story about that situation, too. Like, we started selling T-shirts out our trunk like we selling drugs or something. Like, hey, selling them at the ticket booth, $25 T-shirts. So they would buy a ticket, and it would be like, hey, these the best players on what y'all got going. So they were selling T-shirts. We selling T-shirts, $25 out the back of our trunk. To the point where folks will buy a ticket, buy a T-shirt, then they'll walk to the bomber store and be like, hey, do y'all got any more of these T-shirts? We were selling so many T-shirts, the people from the store would come out after practice and walk to the ticket booth and be like, hey, what y'all doing over here selling shirts? Like, it got to the point where folks like, because when we were selling, folks would go to the bomber store and be like, hey, y'all got any more Swaggerville shirts? Like, and they were like, no, we ain't selling them.
You're like, yes, you are, just outside over there.
Like, we came and got these shirts. Like, my friend got a white one. I want to see if I can get a blue and black one. So we came up with this ourselves. We just used Winnipeg colors. So they were just crazy. So it came to a point it was like, y'all don't need to be selling shirts. Let us sell it. Let us sell the stuff for y'all. All right, cool. We don't know no better. So now we got Swaggerville in the store. Swaggerville started selling so much stuff that Winnipeg started, whatever kind of T-shirt we make, they will make one the exact same.
Right.
Right.
To ask them, 2011, I don't care what they say. I hope somebody, I wish somebody could verify. I know for a fact I put it on my kid. 2011, they set a record in their store. They sold like $85,000 worth of merch, and 40% of it was Swaggerville stuff.
Woo!
Oh,
Not a surprise.
That's why I said I wish I was a better businessman. And right before breast cancer and all the pink stuff, when we was in the lunch, Swaggerville pink stuff, we kind of split ways.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how the Swaggerville merch kind of like just died out. But yeah, I wish I was a better businessman.
Wow, that's fair.
That is awesome. Let's get another one in here. Let's see. So kind of similar questions, one from Ken, one from Coach Vic. They both want to know what you were like before you were a pro. Ken's wondering, what position did you first play in Pee Wee? Coach Vic is like, what were you like in high school? Did you have that same kind of confidence, that same kind of swagger?
Man, I always been confident because where we from, you got to be confident. You're going to get ate alive. I started out playing quarterback, running back, mostly quarterback. And then once I got to like the midgets going to my junior year, they switched me to running back because actually my guy who came up here from Tuskegee that offered 2 kids, he was my quarterback. So it was like we grew up together in the football world all the way to high school, because once I got to high school, I went from running back to linebacker my freshman year, and after that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't getting no playing time. So I was like, Coach, man, I need to play somewhere. And our center got hurt my 10th grade year. I was like, Coach, I'll play it. So I played center and linebacker 10th, 11th, 12th grade year. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you were the backup long snapper.
No, actually, the crazy thing about that, my cousin, shout out to my cousin, Kendrick Willis. He was supposed to be in the league for a long snapper. Like, he went to Morris Brown. He could snap one hand, 2 hand. One of the best to this day I've seen do it. And he was like, he taught me in high school, like, hey, bro, you can go to the league doing it. Like, and of course, he was out here made this mistake, so he didn't want to see me make the same mistake. So he's like, add this to your repertoire, and I promise you. So I'm just like, I started doing it for shits and giggles, and I actually got good at it. So I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? The more you can do, the more you stay on the field. And when I got to college, that's what I started doing. They was like, yeah, because the guy they had was some just big, slow white boy, and he just snapped. He was good. Don't get me wrong, he was good, but he was just like slow, like molasses. And I could snap it, and I could almost get down there before the return to catch the ball. So the coach was like, you could be a gunner from the snapper position. And I'm like, man, I don't know what none of that mean. I just want to make sure I get the ball to the punter and go make the play. And it got me on the field my freshman year. So I was like, hey, why not? So that's what I'm like, dang. And as I was thinking, that's the only reason I kept doing it. I'm like, my cousin told me this would get me on the field. Like, so I was like, you know what? When I got to college, I just made sure I stayed good at it. So when the time comes, like, I can always I rush pass, but I can long snap too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up doing it up here.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Wow. Is there one more in there, Mike? And then we'll go to the
absolutely. So this is from Leanne. She's got a 2-part question. What is your favorite and your least favorite thing about the Canadian Football League? Or what would you change if you could?
I'll move the hashes back in.
Okay.
And I would move the hashes in. I would add 5 seconds to the play clock. Those are the main 2 right now because, like I say, when you move the hashes back out, now you got to think that field goal is from you kicking from outside the hash in the hash. When you on the hashes, why do you think field goals have went up in the CFL?
Right.
As soon as we get down there, we're gonna kick a field goal. We right that hash. But when you outside that hash, as in the kicker, that's a different situation. Play clock. When the play clock is 20, you get a guy like Jones or Thorpe who know how to really disguise their defense. So if you get the play in later, so the quarterback ain't got time to adjust. So he sends 0, you just got a hot throw. Compared to you had maybe 5-6 seconds to it when that defense showed. Now the quarterback got time to adjust, read. You give a CFL offense time to adjust and read, I guarantee the scoring go up.
Okay.
That's amazing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, quarterbacks don't have time. They call a play. If they don't get it out the huddle, they ain't got time to and that time count violation. But you give them time, now quarterback, okay, they may be bringing hot. They got time to process it and not just put. You see what I'm saying? So those are my 2 least favorite things that I would, change back because they didn't need to change the hashes. You know what I'm saying? But I would extend the time clock just to get the quarterbacks a little more time to read defense because I feel like, especially with the quarterbacks we have now, no disrespect to them, they're doing a great job. It is what it is, but I feel like if they had more time to read the defense instead of that quick 20-second play clock, we'll have a better chance to get better offenses in the league because I thought the scoring was supposed to go up with these rule changes.
That's fair. What was your favorite part of the league, though?
My favorite part of the league is the game is never done. Like this last Grey Cup was probably the best CFL game I've seen in the last I don't know how many years. Like, cause me and Chris Edwards, we in a group chat. Actually, it's a Madden group chat because we gamers. And so the guys, so as they looking, they asking me like, "Hey man, what's going on?" So 3 minutes hit. I think it was like right under 3 minutes, and Enoch got the pick. Everybody in the chat going crazy, like ball game. CA just got a ring. I was like, nah, it's far from over. They was like, man, what you mean? This game is over. I'm like, bro, it's gonna be about 2-3 more possessions. It was like, how? It's only like 2-something minutes left to go. I'm like, just watch the game. And it was like every time something happened, they was like, why the clock keeps stopping? Like, And I'm like, y'all, just get on the Zoom. So I can't text all this at the same time because it's so many people. It's so much to this that I gotta tell y'all. And they was like, man. Then it got to the end. They was like, man, I thought CL was gonna have a ring. They finna kick a field goal and win. I was like, that thing know it's blocked. That thing know the whole chat. I'm like, they was like, man, why the NFL don't have these rules? I'm like, it's too much money, you know, the game. To me, the game. But I think if the NFL had the CFL rules, at least the last 3-minute rule, it'd be better. You know, the NFL game, depending on the score, with like 5-6 minutes left to go, you know it's over with. Time to watch the next game. Yep. CFL, man, I ain't changing the game unless it's about 20 seconds on the clock, and it depending on the situation then. Because, like I said, what the game that just played? The Sass and Calgary game.
Yeah.
Like, the game is not over. Like, all we need to do is just get a field goal range, and it's a possibility. So, NFL 2-minute warning. If you ain't got but 2 timeouts, I can take 3 knees. Ball game, 2 minutes off the clock, gone.
Yeah,
can't do that in the CFL. That's like one of my favorite parts of the CFL. You're never out of a game.
Yeah, no lead is safe.
That's very true. That's very true. All right. Well, let's get into a little bit of the recent team. We know the Elks last game. Yeah, you know what? That is perfect, Odell. That is the best explanation of this team. 27-0 to the Lions. Elks. I mean, we all know how it went. Elks didn't score any points. That much like they didn't when they were in BC. They didn't get any red zone trips. Odell, you already talked
cup though. I'm sorry, bro.
What's that?
Every time she take a sip of that cup, it's like the best juice she done ever drunk. It's like she shake her head like her eyes rolling her head. Every sip, like
that's because it ain't juice.
Hey, I could tell. Like that's a pure stress reliever you drinking now. Good. Thanks.
This season is a big contributor to that.
Hey, I feel the same way when I'm watching the game myself, front row seat, like, my bad, brother, but keep going.
Like, okay, so no, it's all good. You already talked a bit about it, and I know you've been very active on social media with the process with Chris Jones. What do you see when you see the team right now, and kind of like do you see it moving to like forward in the process, or what do you see?
Oh, it's moving forward slower than we want, but it's moving because, like I say, our defense, they starting to play well. It just you can't be on the field 30 minutes. Can't be on the field for I don't care who you is. Even when we was good, we was on the field more than 6 plays. I'm looking right there like JC. Hey, we need to get off the field. I'm getting tired. Straight up. So like
15 yards. That's all I got.
Hey, exactly. 15 yards. So with 2 downs, you got 30 yards with me, and we need to go be getting them off the field. So it's progress because, like I said, our defense, with the way our defense playing, if our offense could get them help, I mean, we would be in a lot more games instead of just hoping for what the offense gonna do, and you can kind of tell it. Like once we get down by 2 possessions, you can see the vibe. Like, shit, we ain't gonna score no points. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's good that we fighting at least until we, you know what I'm saying, at least giving the offense a chance. Because I mean, if we want to give the offense a chance, it'll be a different story. Even though, like I said, we ain't playing the best on defense, we were playing way better than what we was. So, like I said, hopefully with this OC switch, like I said, man, I love McAdoo to death, but hopefully with the OC switch, you know what I'm saying, Jerry's being a former quarterback, you know what I'm saying, open it up. I'm not sure what Trey Ford gonna do. Just looking from, the games he played. He's an exciting guy. Mm-hmm. But exciting don't win ball games.
Right.
That's fair.
Don't get me wrong. He's fast. He's an athlete. Let's hope he protect himself while he out there. But exciting, don't put no points on the board, you know. So, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping he brings something that an element that we need that, you know, hopefully it light a fire up under the offense. Like, okay, we got a new quarterback, new change, you know, new results. Because, you know, for the last couple of weeks, we just, I guess, what is it, insanity?
Yeah,
Same
a definition of insanity. Yep.
Yeah, going with the same thing, hoping we get different results. And no disrespect to the guy, it just wasn't working. Like,
no, I think Taylor, like, to be fair to Taylor, it's not it wasn't the best system for him, and I think that when he was struggling and keep having him keep going out there, it just almost compounds it for him. You'd think it would make it worse. Like, do you think, or am I wrong?
I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta let your quarterback work through it, because I mean, if you always pull them out when things get tough, I mean, how is that happening? He got to weather the storm. Prime example, 2015 when Mike came back, we go to Hamilton. Mike throw for 75 yards.
Yes.
I think a pick, a touchdown, and we still win the game. You know what I'm saying? He had to weather the storm. Like, Mike would come over there and tell us, like, hey, man, give me the ball back. You know what I'm saying? I need another, like, because, you know, in Hamilton, you're playing with that wind, so you only got really 2 quarters to throw the ball. And Mike had receiver, D-Walk, ADB open, but he throw it, the wind just take it away. And we could see the frustration on Mike, but as a defense, you know, we would lock in Otha, Dex now, JC, like, hey, man, let's keep giving him the ball back as many times as he needed, because he needed to get his confidence. We can see the wind messing with him right now, so let's get him the ball back as many times so he either get adjusted to this wind, or the offense can get him the rhythm that we can score. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, it's like insanity, because it's like, man, all right, at the end of the day, we letting you trying to play through this, but you got to have pride yourself as a man. Like, you got guys open, you throwing the ball in the dirt, you throwing the ball straight to the other defender. Like, god damn.
Yeah.
Like, and I was a fan of him. I'm like, okay, big, tall quarterback, can see, you know what I'm saying? Nice arm, but it was just like, it looked like my little girl threw the ball sometimes. Like, who you throwing to?
It does make it harder. Yes. Yeah.
It don't make it no easier that he's playing the position that's going to take all the heat is
correct.
Head coach, quarterback, rest of the team. Depending on what you gave up. If there's a lot of rushing yard, D-line. If there's a lot of passing yard, DB. Give up a lot of sacks, O-line. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You lose the game, head coach, quarterback.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. And if you ain't playing up the part, guess what? We looking at your spot first. And really, we're looking at it in the CFL because it's an offensive league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're in an offensive league, especially very offensive league in the CFL. You can't score 1 point. Just kick the ball in the back through the end zone, please. Just get the goose egg off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just line up and hammer it through the end zone. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
To get goose egg twice in a season
To the same team.
You got to have some type of pride. Like, folks can say coaches and all that, but at the end of the day, I know they scheme. It's like, we have the better athletes. You have to take pride upon yourself and be like, I'm going to kick the guy ass in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Yep. At the end of the day, it got to mean something about the name on the back of your jersey before it do it at the front. And like I say, guys built different. You know what I'm saying? Just the situation we in right now, you know, you got half guys playing with pride, half ain't, on top of everything. So it's just a big snowball right now. So, like I said, I totally believe in the coaching staff and the players on the team that we're going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take the good with the bad. I'm not finna just sit here and be like, oh, they did this, they that. No, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. Show me a perfect person and I'll lick the ground.
It's so true.
Nobody perfect. So what if somebody was at your job? Oh, we need to get rid of him. He's not doing like, how would you feel? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, sweep around your own part before you go just sweep it, especially if you ain't played the game or know. If you just sitting there watching TV making judgments and not really just digging down, knowing the inside and out, keep your opinions and your comments to yourself, because at the end of the day, I promise you, if somebody was at your job doing you the same way you doing there, you'd be sitting there, oh, why do you do like this? Oh, why do you do like this? Why do you do my job? The only thing I hate about this profession that we got. So, I mean, yes, it's based off performance, but if somebody ain't perform, don't mean you get rid of. You figure out why they perform. Figure out how you can help them perform better. And if they don't even take it up on their own to get better, that's when you like, all right, you gotta part our way. But just because somebody ain't performing better don't mean you just throw them straight to the curb. Like, who does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like, again, it's a performance-based job.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody perform different for certain people. Like, it's just how it is. And you, like I say, another person trash is another person treasure.
Yep. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, when he came, I already knew it was going to be at least a 3-year process, especially with the things I knew. So I'm like, I was just hoping the fans, you know what I'm saying, continue to stick with us and, you know, ride this out, because at the end of the day, when we start winning again, I'm going to go find them same fans.
Yes.
Like, you keep that same energy you had when you, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to throw a bag on your head, you know what I'm saying? You just embarrassed your team, but get rid of him. I don't want my season tickets no more. We done. All right. Just know when we start winning again, don't come with them season tickets. No. Keep all that energy you had. You know what I'm saying?
2013 to 2014.
Correct. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
We was trash. We was trash. Oh, yeah. But yeah, come back. You come back stronger with both friends. We should go to the Eskimo game. I thought we was trash.
Yeah.
I thought we was trash. But we win. Oh, we city champions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought my season tickets after that 2013 season.
I am happy to say that I have been at most of the games through every thick or thin, no matter how it goes. And
yeah, I swear I've been at all the ones these past 2 years, and I just sit there and just I stay to the end too. I stay to the end.
Yep.
That before is up. You know what I'm saying? I don't stay for the end of the speech though. That speech be
Yeah.
That energy, man. I be feeling bad for my guys, man. They be in there, they be sad looking. I just be like, damn, bro. Good game. I see Jones get ready to walk in there. All right, I'm gone. I don't want to hear that speech. That might not go to man. So you know. Like I say, I'm gonna ride it out with my guys to the end, man, regardless of what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like your daughter shared some sprinkles for us.
I know, right? All glittery.
Trust me, I can tell you, glitter stays forever. Thanks, Kayla. It's probably in this carpet here. You haven't even been in this room. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I keep.
Yeah, no worries. So, put on your coaching or your GM Odell hat on now. So, if you were given that position, what would you focus on?
Right now, I just focus on a group to ride out with the rest of the season. Like, we done made enough changes. Like I said, this is all my opinion. We done made enough changes. Let's find a group, let them gel, ride it out to the end of the year, and hopefully, you know, get hot at the end of the year and take it into the next year. Because at the end of the day, right now, we just need to find a core. Like, when I was here, when we played, we always had, like, a core group of guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Mondo, JC, Marcus Howard, you know what I'm saying? Young Aaron Grimes, you know, Pat Watkins. That was defensive. Then, you know, offense, you had Michael Riley, you had Darius, you had guys like Matt O'Donnell, you know what I'm saying? Calvin McCarty, you know, Grant Shaw. Like, we was a core. So it was like, if some shit wasn't going right, we gonna handle it before coach got to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is what we doing. Like, we, like, 14, Like, we don't think we had that many changes from 14 to 15. If you look
Not
at
too
it,
many.
you know what I'm saying? We had a few changes, but like we had a core group of guys that, hey, the coaches could lean on to make sure the team was always on point, make sure the team was ready to play. So I think that's once we find our core group of guys and say this is what we ride with, build a group of guys around it and see can we get some momentum to finish this year off strong. I don't care if we win 2 or 3 games. There's just something to finish that momentum off strong to go into the next year. Because in 13, when we won our last game in SAS, we thought that was our Grey Cup.
Yeah, that's
We was like, this is our Grey Cup. We're going to win this game and take this energy into 14 because you don't want to lose that last game and you're not going to the playoff. It's like the longest offseason ever. So we took that game in 13 and it was like, this is our Grey Cup and brought that energy and same, want to back in 14. It was like, all right, we know how to win, but let's try to control the discipline. But like I said, it's just a process, man. Like I said, we still went to the finals in 14, even with all them discipline problems. Came back 15, like I said, same group of core guys. Hey, we ain't letting this shit slide this year. You doing penalties, hey, you got to be accountable. You got to hold you accountable to that. You killing us. You the guy. Don't be that guy. That was the thing. Don't be that guy. You see what I'm saying? So we went from like 12 penalties to like maybe 5.
Yeah,
That's big.
huge difference.
You know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference. It was to the point where we knew what referees was coming. It was refereeing the game, and we knew what percentage of penalties he called. Okay, he called a lot of holding. He called a lot of PIs. He called a lot of illegal. That's just how we had the referees broke down like the actual players. The team we played.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like seriously, and like I said, that was just how much detail we was, and like I said, it was this process. It was the same group of guys, almost from 13, almost damn near to 17, because I felt like we were supposed to win it in 16 and 17 too. Just a few wrong calls and a few mistakes, and we could have been back to back 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Great cut chance. So, shout out to Ed Herbert too for building that team and putting it together the way he did. You know what I'm saying? I hated the way they let him depart, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I felt like if he had still been around, we would have found a way to win another Grey Cup. Because like I say, he was the one that like showed me a lot of ins and outs, like, yo, you got to build continuity. And he was just talking about the 05, 07 teams they had, even 16 when they won it, how they just had that core group of guys, and it was like when you come in, the Eskimo way.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
You come in, the Eskimo way, like, you ain't even got to ask nobody. You could just sit around and see how, hey, it's a pecking order. Just how we do things around here. Like, you know what I'm saying? The little short guy, Sutherland, came in and just took a Rolls Royce and just went mud riding in it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been right since we changed the logo and got rid of Dwayne, man. Like, we ain't been right since. Like, we've been crumbling ever since, and we just tried to build, like, but those things like that, goes a long way. Because, like I say, once an Eskimo, always Eskimo. That means something. That brothers are nasty Eskimos. That means brotherhood of nasty. That means something.
Yep.
Now I don't even think they even know. I don't even think half of them guys know what bone is. And me personally, I wouldn't even want to bring it back because it wouldn't even mean the same.
Yeah.
Brotherhood of nasty elks.
Okay. Now,
nasty elks. Yeah.
They need you to go in and just be like, hey, this is how it goes. Maybe yeah. No.
I just want to help out where I can. Wherever they need me to help out at, that's it. Because at the end of the day, they gonna do their thing. I just want to support in whatever way. Support the guys that's playing and the coaches. All the other stuff. They want me to go do it, I do it. They want me to drive a little truck around after they go down.
Yes, please.
I do it. No.
I just want to see that now. Sorry, Caleb.
Hey, I've been wanting to do it for a minute. Like, man, let me drive this joint around here. I get the fan pumped up.
Somebody
with
start a
with a
petition.
few gobbles, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I was just gonna
Yeah,
ask.
people asking in the chat
Yeah.
about that.
Oh
Yeah.
gotta do that. Yeah. Their most
Oh my God.
popular-
Okay. So we have obviously like we're ride or die fans. We're not going anywhere, but I mean, the hope is a very small ember at the moment. But there's got to be some positives that you see that the majority of us don't. What are they? What are some positives you see in this team?
Like I say, they playing harder. Like they actually believe it. Like even though, like I said, might not be the situation for a lot of players, they still believe in themselves and they playing hard. Like it just once the score gets, you know what I'm saying, one or two scores, you can kind of see the damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I just feel like with, you know what I'm saying, the Trey Ford move, you know what I'm saying, and the OC move, I feel like that'll give the guys a little more boost, a little more confidence. Like, all right, we doing something new finally. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out here and see if it's gonna work. And my only scary thing about this whole situation, if the OC or the play calling or the QB situation, if it's still the same or if it gets worse, that's my only fear. Because
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
get worse, then it's like, oh shit, like I thought this was gonna at least give us a little bit of life. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's my only fear. But I'm more confident about. I'm more confident about the guys having more confidence and ready to play this week compared to them not failing and things. I feel very confident that we'll see a change in our guys coming this Thursday.
Outstanding. Well, a couple of things I just wanted to talk about really quickly. There was a release this week, Mario Villamazar, which of course was because the return of Tanner Green. He was back on the field and looked great in practice on Sunday and Monday, and also returning from injuries this week, Ed Gainey back into the secondary and Manny Arsenault, and they were both playing with the ones at practice. So that is nice to get some veteran leadership back and some guys that can help balance. I know I was talking with Dave Campbell after, and it looks like Purifoy on one side and Gainey on the other, as far as, kind of being able to give some veteran leadership on both sides. I think that definitely helps the secondary. So, exciting that is happening before we get into this Thursday game. Now, before we set up the game for this week, Mike, do you want to do a little hoard and tell? Because I think you have something that our guest might appreciate.
I got a couple of things here, actually. I had to go grab one just a second ago. One thing I always love to do is there's people that'll make custom figurines because there's no CFL figures anywhere. I own one, and I've only ever got one. I thought this is kind of a nice one here.
It is a nice one. That's so awesome.
Oh, man.
There's only one real thing wrong with it, and I'm sure you probably spotted it more than anybody else. It's those shoes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Jordans, bro.
I was going to say, definitely, the guy that made it definitely got it wrong, but I mean, absolutely a killer attention to detail for that 2015.
See, that's in
one of those.
That's in that first 15 when he's got all the power. That's right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's not at the 30.
Sure.
And I got one more thing in my collection here, and this is my son's favorite thing. My Odell is the reason my son loves football. Just came to an event while you were still with the team playing. You picked him up, threw him into the air, and after that, he wouldn't stop talking about football and Odell Willis. So I've got you to thank for it. And this little beauty is in my collection. Still got the visor on it. And if we can see it at the top, there we go.
And there's
MOC. This is the 2014-2015 signature helmet. Would have been the first one you wore with the team, the first signature one. Still got a bit of
that.
Yeah, absolute beauties there.
Beautiful helmet.
I said that visor still on there. Absolutely gorgeous piece.
You want to make a trade?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I got a trade for you.
There we are. We'll talk.
First ever We're gonna do it right here. First ever. I trade you that helmet for my Grey Cup helmet.
Oh, get out.
Oh,
Seriously?
Oh,
I can make that trade.
Oh
I
my!
kind of like that because now I got a bunch of Grey Cup stuff. Once we won, I took all types of Grey Cup banners, hats, like tubes, coats. All right, man.
Yeah, we'll
But
contact. We'll chat.
Yeah, I need some cool Eskimo stuff to add to my collection because right now my jersey collection, when I bring it out, it's gonna be ain't nobody got these jerseys.
No.
Well,
That's gonna
I
be
say take that back. They got these jerseys, but ain't no players got these jerseys like I got because I guess it was it's a respect thing. Guys do the jersey swaps and stuff. So I got like about 15 hot jerseys that players will never have, like the John Bowmans, the S.J. Greens, the Mike Rileys, the Jamel Richardsons, like,
Yeah, those are good guys to have. Yeah.
Can't no guys really, say they got those jerseys with a, message on them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Willie J, because, you know what I'm saying, I think I gave Willie J a few. That's my guy. So, try to make sure we feed him pizza and wings tomorrow to slow him down when he pull up.
I like this idea. I like this idea. That's a good way to do it. All right, let's set up our game for this week, Odell. Elks are back at Commonwealth. Take on the Bombers. Oh.
Yeah, he just woke up, so.
Oh.
Say hey, buddy.
Oh.
Say hey, buddy.
How old is he?
7 months.
Oh,
look at that tuft of hair.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Got that mohawk like his daddy.
Yeah.
Say hey, buddy.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Oh, he's awesome. Well, didn't expect to have that extra guest. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so the Elks take on the Bombers at Commonwealth, 7:00, which means the tailgate should be open around 4:30. And on the menu, Superfan is
we got some Memphis style pulled pork sandwiches with some coleslaw. It's gonna be good.
What is it?
That's at the tailgate right before the game. It's on the west side of the stadium, right across from the church.
Yeah.
Who cooking this?
Anyone that wants to come on down, yeah.
We cook it, you come and eat it.
Man, I got to pull up to that. I come to all that. Where y'all be tailgating at? I pull up all the time.
Yeah, it's lot A, so right by gate 6. And
West end side.
West side, so northwest corner there. And you know where the church is, right across the street there? We're right in that parking lot.
Right next to section B, right?
It's section B would be down, that's kind of gate 2. So this would be more closer to section K and L, like in that area.
Oh, back there, but it's back there. Because when I come back, I come back through there. I park where the players park at.
Yeah.
But that little tailgate, that before you park in, and it's like because you make a right, and it's a church right there.
Yeah, right. So you come, right there. We'll be set up.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely coming to get the plate.
All right,
there we go.
We'll have one for you.
Y'all got sandwiches, and what else y'all got?
We got it'll probably just be pulled pork sandwiches and chips and coleslaw. Yeah, this time around.
Coleslaw. Who cooking it? Who making the
coleslaw? Probably Safeway, but still, it'll still be fun. It'll be good.
Yeah, some homemade barbecue sauce. It was a Memphis grandma put it on YouTube.
Okay, nice. We'll have to check that out. I've been wanting some good barbecues ever since Sloppy Hogs closed.
There we go.
See, we got some. Yeah, come visit us. It'll be amazing.
Do.
Okay, awesome. Now it's also Indigenous Night at the game. The Elks have an amazing new logo.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Be on the field, and they will have some merch for it too. I really tried to get a piece of merch so I could show everybody what it's going to look like, but get to the game early. The merch will be there. Buy it. It's all supporting a great cause, and it looks awesome. I can't.
So good.
I think we're gonna win because we bring the spirit of the Eskimo back.
See,
there it is.
There we go. I'm
telling you, the spirit of the Eskimo coming back. We done made this chain. I'm telling y'all. Why would I tell you? I called it first. The spirit of the Eskimo gonna be with us in them helmets, bro. I'm telling you.
That's it'll make a difference.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if they stuck with the logo. Honestly, it's amazing.
Hell yeah.
It's so
Please.
awesome. Now we do know Trey Ford is starting. We know the Bombers have had a full week of rest after pummeling the Lions last week. Odell, what are we watching for in this game? What are you going to keep your eye on, and what are the Elks got to do to pull this one out?
The trenches.
I agree.
The trenches. Trenches keep Willie J big ass away from Trey. Please. Yeah, the way I seen Betts was running through our old line, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Winnipeg got more than Betts. They got Willie J, they got Jelko. Like, man, them boys can go. So it's like I'm paying attention to the trends and how well we can keep Trey Ford upright. Because I feel like, with a young quarterback, getting his first start, you know what I'm saying, it's important that he have time. I mean, he's not going to be, just A1 out the start, or he could be. You never know. But for his first time, I feel like we need to give him time to, we don't need to make him gun shy. Like, first quarter, he don't need to be getting hit upside the back of his head. Like, don't let him start getting dirty until it's maybe middle, second quarter, maybe third quarter when they made a new adjustment that we ain't ready for. But if he come out getting hit in the back of his head, upside his head, first quarter, it's going to be a long game. Because now his reads he going to speed his reads up. He ain't going to really be comfortable in the pocket. He going to be ready to use his legs. But I feel like if we give him time so he could be comfortable in the pocket, whether he make the throw or miss the throw, we just need to give him time to be comfortable. And if we do that, let him use his legs a little bit, like I say, to try to slow that Winnipeg rush down, I feel like we got a chance to win. I feel like we're going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's a change-up. Winnipeg has never scouted for Trey Ford. They can only go off the games he played last year.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we got a little advantage as far as that. But like I said, we protect Trey Ford and we really get after Caleros, it'll be a good game because, like I said, the game is in our favor right now. Scout report-wise, it's in our favor. So, like I say, if we can win in the trenches, I feel like, Jay Jack and that offense will give us enough points to be victorious, and hopefully we could be celebrating come Thursday night.
Love it. Commissioner, what do you see?
Yeah, same thing, but also we know that Trey Ford has legs, and we know that he can run the ball and run it well, but we can't always rely on that. Like Odell said, we need to give him time. We need utilize his legs, utilize what he's great at, but we cannot depend on that because if he starts getting smoked by those, we cannot lose a quarterback at this stage of the game. So that, and for God's sake, somebody get on Kenny Lawler.
It's fair.
After that game he had against BC, like I'm glad Ed is back and we have some vets in the backfield, but yeah, it's going to be balls out when it comes to Kenny Lawler, and I think that if that passing game isn't stopped, then the way they manhandled that BC defense, it's got me a little nervous in the stomach. But yeah, those are my two biggest things. You agree? I know, exactly. Right?
Yeah. I just know a Jones defense. Jones not finna let a receiver, you know what I'm saying, beat us. If anything, I'd be more scared of the running game because, like I say, we ain't got Big Pelly up in the middle no more, So Tony's having to do a lot of the extra work himself, and at times we have to move Jake inside. So, I know it, but stop. If I run defense hard up, I'm real confident in the pass defense. It's more the run defense because I think we giving them like maybe 7 or 8 yards on first down.
Easily last game, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to force more second and medium, second and long because Zach is too good of a quarterback. You get him second and medium and second and short. With that Buck Pierce offense, it's gonna be a long game. But if we stay in 2nd and 7, second long, we ain't got to worry about Kenny or no other real receiver they got because Jones gonna cook it up.
I hope you're right.
Well, the other part is when Kenny looks like he caught a ball, go ahead and challenge it because he probably did dropped it and they still called it
Oh,
anyway.
get over
Anyway,
it.
no, I'm never gonna get over that. That was dumb. That should never been a catch. Okay, Superfan, you're up.
Penalties.
You don't
Gotta
say.
stop taking those penalties, especially the ones that are controllable. Like sometimes you're offside. That's going to happen because you got your motor running, but you can't be like swinging when they swinging at you. You just gotta have that control. Odell talked about it in 2014 versus 2015. That's the difference between championship teams.
Yep. Can't take them selfish penalties.
No.
Cannot take selfish penalties.
No, don't go offside on offense. Anyway, that's just my.
We can take it offside. We can't take them objectionable conduct. Them 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Look at it. 15. If you get a 15-yard penalty in any drive, you have a 70% chance of scoring.
Wow. That
says it all right
Those
there.
are high stats. Holy.
Yeah, like look it up. That's what I learned this in 14. If you get a 15-yard penalty anywhere in that drive, you have a pretty much 70% chance of scoring 3 points or a touchdown.
Wow. That's yep. So no 15-yarders, please.
Think about where the ball starts at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start at the 30, you get a 15-yard penalty. Where you at?
45.
Right?
Exactly. You get another first down, you're in field goal range.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Nope, we don't want any of that. I think I saw Coach Vic say run the damn ball. Yes, they do. Our O-line needs to be able to stand up and open up some lanes for both the Brooks and Brown. And
Coach Jones talked about it a bit yesterday or today, just saying when they're doing the RPO.
Yep.
Sometimes the quarterback keeps having to pull the ball out of the running back's stomach because they're crashing down on them. So
exactly. So they need a lane. They need to get through. We know Kevin Brown can make big deals if he gets that space. So let him get out there. All right, let's do some pick'ems. Odell, we never pick against the Elks on this show, so we will be. We usually do a prop bet, and we usually let our guest pick what the prop bet will be, and then I just set a line. But we'll pick the other games first, and then we'll do the prop bet. So first game is Sask at Montreal. This is out in Montreal. Odell, who do you got winning that game?
I'm taking Montreal money line.
Okay. Makes sense to me. Commissioner. Oh, he agrees. That's perfect.
Yeah. Same. With Sean Lemon back there. Ooh, boy, that was a fun last quarter.
Roll to 100. My guy the next up to 100 sacks, man.
That's
shout
amazing.
out to my guy, man. Proud of him, man.
It's amazing for how the longevity, right? And then to be able to put up the numbers, that's unbelievable.
I don't know how he was not on a team at the beginning of this season.
Somebody please explain this. That's like your second best defensive player in the league last year.
Yep.
Don't have a contract, not on the team, and BC cut him because of a passport.
Yeah,
that's odd. Very,
but
very
there's
odd.
so many teams could have used an import defensive guy.
Now he's only one team away from the Kevin Glenn, so he's almost there. He's almost got CFL bingo. Superfan, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Montreal as well. I think Saskatchewan is really celebrating after that last second win versus Ottawa.
Which they should not have got.
Nope, they shouldn't have, but they did.
Touchdown on the one.
Yeah. But I think Montreal, it's at home. So I think that the Elgins are. Oh, this is amazing.
The whole Willis family. Oh my God, I love the hat so much.
Oh my God, so adorable.
That's awesome.
My babies. Say hey, mama. Say hey.
Hi. Oh my. Adorable. Okay, I'm also making it a clean sweep. I'm going with Montreal as well because it's Montreal. I think they're going to win. Let's go to the next game. Calgary at BC. This one out on the West Coast. Commissioner, who you got?
Oh, BC. I don't even care if no stats needed. I don't really care. BA's back. they're hungry after that loss to Winnipeg. Let's go.
Perfect. Superfan?
Paul Rector's watching, right? Home
He
team.
is. Home team. Exactly. Yeah. I will also go home team on that and go BC. Odell.
BC money line, and depending on the spread, I may take the spread.
Okay, that's okay. Yep, they should have that one.
Sweep that again.
Love it. Last one, Ottawa at Toronto. This one in the capital of Toronto, capital of Ontario.
Yeah. Ticket.
Superfan, who you got?
Yeah, I mean, both teams smarting from a loss that they were kind of expected to win.
Yeah.
Toronto's got a lot more to prove. Chad Kelly will be back at quarterback, and that's what they're missing. And yeah, again, home team.
That
Okay.
that was it. Finally, like he is back.
That's what they said
That's
today.
what they're saying.
they
Is
said.
that he's back. So I will also say Toronto with Chad Kelly. Odell.
I'm going with Toronto, Carabana over.
Okay.
Guys back focused now, so I'm going with Toronto in the 6.
Sounds good. Commissioner.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's funny. We're all clean sweeps right across.
Hometown. It's gonna be home team sweep.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, I like this. That's good for us, right?
It is.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay, I like this. All right, Odell. We did have one prop bet come through, which was Ford rushing yards. But if you can use that one, or you can use a different one if you would like to pick. What is the prop bet that we will use for this evening? And I will set the line on it. Any stat in the game.
Any stat in game.
Yep.
Trey Ford over and under 225-yard pass.
Oh, even set the line. Okay. All right. I like
Wow.
this. 225 for Trey throwing. Okay.
Over and under.
All right. Commissioner, I can see you're struggling with this. Mike, you go first.
I wanted to make a good prop bet. I didn't want
It
no
is.
easy prop bet.
That's a good one.
That is not easy. I think there's gonna be a lot more running in this one, both by the Bros, both by and Trey. So I think there's going to be a little more balance on offense. So I could see him being just under 220.
Okay. I like that. Commissioner?
Oh, I'm. Oh, I never win anyway, so I'll just say over.
Jeez. All right.
I'll be optimistic.
I was at practice 2 days this week. I'm going to go over.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Odell. What would you pick?
I'm gonna pick the under.
Okay. You think he's gonna use his feet more?
Like you say, I think he's gonna end up having he's gonna have over 225 total.
Yeah. But
passing, I think he's gonna probably be about around 190, maybe 200-ish. Because it's gonna be like I said, a lot of more running. He may take off with his legs. We don't know what he's gonna do. So
very true.
Or he could come out. They could try to, force the ball up out his hand and force him to throw the ball. I didn't play for Coach Richard. He liked to be excited. He liked to do a lot of different things. So I know early by the first quarter if he'll go over or under by how Richard called him the scheme.
All right. That's fair. I'm going to text you and see what you think.
Please do. Please do, because I'm going to be right there. I'm actually going to be paying attention now that you made me make the bet. I'm going to be like, man,
that's perfect.
You don't pay attention to something until it comes up. Like fantasy football, I never paid attention to half of the guys that was in the league.
That's right.
I'm sitting up here like, hey, man, I need 10 more yards. Like, come on. Like, so... Now I'm going to be paying attention to make sure, you know what I'm saying, he get his yards.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one. All right. Well, Odell, I know there's a bunch of questions, but I don't want to tie you up for too terribly long. And you sure? I don't want to.
Ask him. Let's go.
Okay. Well, let's do this. We'll do that in overtime, and we'll just wrap up the main pod, and then we'll come back for overtime with all these wonderful questions. Odell, before we finish the pod part, thank you first for coming on and sharing all your time with us. It's been absolutely unbelievably amazing. Tell everyone where they can find you online and where they find your gym and all those fun things.
Hey, man, y'all if y'all want to find me, y'all want to pull up, man, y'all come to Athletes Compound. 9938 67th Ave, man. We're in the central part of Edmonton. Like I said, if you got any memorabilia, anything you want to get signed, autograph, pull up to my
Amazing.
gym. We open. If you want to bring your kids, sign them up for memberships, pull up on me. If you just want to pull up, take pictures or whatever, hey, man, I'm always available. Y'all know, man, I always love the fans, got love for the fans because they the one who made me who I am. So, hey, if you're in Edmonton, you looking for something to do, Athletes Compound, I'll be there with my babies. Mwah. So, man, chill out.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. Commissioner, where does everybody find you?
On Twitter at Duchess Lombardi.
Perfect. Super fan.
You can find me at all social media at 56 Parkies, and in the history and horde segments you can find at EDMHISTOREE.
Perfect. And you can find me at Freepalicious, and of course the show at the Turf District, and that is on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, all those fun things. Make sure you continue to watch all of the YouTube shows where Kayla makes more faces at the kids, because it's amazing. And that's outstanding. Tell all your friends to subscribe on YouTube. That'd be amazing. Also, follow some of my musings on 3 Down Nation after the games. We will be back in for overtime right away with more questions for Odell and more of shots of his lovely children, which is pretty amazing. And then we will be back next week to talk about our first win at home. So make sure you join us next week. So for Odell, Commissioner Kayla, Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you next week.
Say, mama, look here.
Don't go anywhere. It's overtime.
All right, we are back for overtime, and oh my goodness, Odell has stayed with us so that we have more and more. Oh, I'm sorry. What is your kids' names?
This is Sanaya Lee, and this is the third.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Hi, Sanaya.
Hi, Sanaya.
I love the way that she's so awesome.
That smile.
Oh, that
man.
smile's killer, dude. You're in a lot of trouble. That's what I can tell you right now. All right, we had a bunch of questions for you, Odell. So let's Mike, do you want to scroll back? You want me to scroll back? What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's go back to Leanne. This is a really appropriate one.
Okay.
What does Odell love most about being a dad?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Best answer ever. Yeah, that's awesome.
Just coming home to him, man, like after a long day, man, at the gym or doing whatever I'm doing, just come home, and before I can get up the steps, she already at the steps. As you can see, she act just like me. She dad. I'm like, so I think that's the best thing. And then watching your kids, watching them act like you is, and doing the silly things you used to do. Oh man, it's like pure comedy, and it's like I can't get mad because I used to do the same silly stuff they used to do. So it's just like, man, you act it. Then when they do something you not expecting, you like, oh yeah, you got that from your mama. You ain't get that. So, I think that's it, man. Just watch. I think that's what we here in life for, to just reproduce and watch them grow. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world and all of the stuff in the world, but what does it mean if you don't got nobody to share it or leave it with? You know what I'm saying? So I think this the greatest thing I done did, you know what I'm saying, besides winning a Grey Cup, these little boogers.
Did you already teach them the Odell and Adaria song from the 6:30 Ched interview? Because that was probably one of the greatest radio moments of all time. I loved it so much. You guys just did that on the spot, right? Like,
oh man, yeah, he Mordecai was like, hey man, we want y'all on the show. I was like, all right, come on, let's go. Like, it was just one of those random days, and he was just like, man, this is amazing. Like, you guys really? I'm like, yeah, however you want to do this, Marlon, we here. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate him for letting us come on and do that because, like I said, we had fun. I think it's still on YouTube. I watch it every now and then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's still on there because it was unbelievable. It was so good. All right, Superfan.
All right, now that Sloppy Hogs is gone, Big Fan 2019 wants to know what's Odell's favorite Edmonton restaurant?
Ooh, man, right now it's Black Pearl because I'm an oyster eater. Me and my guy,
Nice.
Chef Lemon, when we was in BC, they had a spot out there called Chewy's, and they had like some of the best, seafood. Of course, they off the water, they get it fresh. So when I got here, I was just like, and plus, seafood is like my favorite now. Used to be soul food, but I try to eat more healthier now because that soul food don't do nothing but add weight to you. I used to be a macaroni cheese, collard greens, fried smothered pork chops, but that stuff ain't healthy. It's still good to eat, in moderation, but it's not, you can eat seafood pretty much with anything and not. So right now I'm going with Black Pearl. It's actually one down here on the south side where I stay at. So, and it's around the corner. And,
Nice.
and we go to the spot called Flaming Barrel. It's almost like it's a good vibe. It reminds me of Cactus because, like I said, they had good music playing in there after 7 o'clock. They play like the little lounge type music. They got nice drinks, good food, and if you go during the day, it's a family environment. So those are my two spots in Edmonton right now. Those are the go-to. But like I said, man, R.I.P. to Sloppy Hogs, man. COVID.
Yeah, we need a good barbecue place in this city. That's for damn sure.
Oh,
Man,
my
what?
goodness. We can really tell that she's yours. Oh, my goodness. The facial expressions are outstanding. They're so good. Yeah. Right on cue. She's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome. Okay.
Leanne's also asking, and you sort of touched on it a bit. What does it mean to you to have Shamad on board with you in the new gym?
Oh man, it's a blessing because Shamad was one of the guys we took up on the wings and showed him the ropes because like I said, he was. Me personally, I thought he was American when I first met him. I was like, dang, who this dude? He's like 6'3", 200-some pounds, can run. So, just being the guy, I'm like, oh yeah, he American. They was like, then hey guy, how you doing? Hey. I'm like, this dude Canadian? Oh my goodness. So that was one of my moments of like, man, I didn't know they made Canadians like this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, he had a tryout down south and everything. So I'm like, okay. So, he was one of the first guys that started making me look at Canadians different and, saying like, oh, he can play ball. So having him to, help me with the gym stuff is amazing because like I say, I know what type of guy he is. I know what he brings to the table. And like I say, it's good to see Canadians. It's good to see Canadians, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. It's good for me, I like to have both sides. So, if I had an American receiver, even though I know they say, hey, baby, even though they could teach the game to them, it's still good for a Canadian kid to talk to another Canadian professional and be able to go to him because he know how to go through the youth sport route and all that, situation compared to an American receiver teaching you. And all thing we could teach you is the game. Shamad can teach you the game on and off the field, so that's why I'm happy I got him with me as part of my gym.
That's awesome.
Patrick B. Penguin does have a suggestion. He says, good barbecue. Blue Truck Barbecue by Princess Auto in the West End. Brisket and power tools. What more do you need?
Blue Truck Barbecue.
Yeah. In the West End. Look it up now.
Put that in your phone.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Already. Notepad.
There we are.
Blue Truck Club Barbecue.
There we
Where
go.
is it located at?
Right by Princess Auto in the West End.
On the west end.
It's the eyes.
It is. It's yeah. She's very excited to be on the show. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. We're so glad you're here. Now where's she going? Yeah, there's a dangerous thing. Here you go, stand up there. Yeah. All right, got any other ones there too?
Let's see, we got more.
That's what I love about being a dad, right there.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
amen to that.
Comedy. Yeah. Yeah. Comedy gold. Yeah.
At its finest.
All right, so Leanne's asking, what is Odell's all-time favorite football memory?
My first sack in 2009 against Rob Murphy.
Ooh.
Swaggerville year, just that whole year was that was a ride. Me personally, I wasn't used to big time football because, like I said, I played D2. We had maybe 10,000 fans at the game, but to finally feel some type of embrace from like playing football, and every week, reporters talking about us, like they was even asking other teams at times, like, how y'all feel about Swaggerville, and them guys like, man, we don't want to talk about that. Like, we want to talk about our team and stuff. So to have that movement. In Edmonton, I mean not in Edmonton, but in the CFL, to have that movement in the CFL and to not see another movement like that since, that's a real big moment for me. That was probably one of the biggest besides having 100 sacks in a Grey Cup.
Yeah.
So those are 4 big moments I'll probably cherish forever because, like I say, we done had over 100 Grey Cups and 100 seasons, and you only got 12 people in the history of the game to have 100 sacks.
Yeah.
And me personally, I think the 3 guys who done did it in my time, including Sean, I feel like we better than those guys who did it back then. No disrespect to those guys. Only reason I say that because back then those guys had half a sacks.
Right.
We don't have half a sacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Back then, those guys took snaps from up under the center. Every play we in now is shotgun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the rule changed. Back then, they could wrestle with the receivers all the way down the field. Now you can't even touch the receiver.
Yeah.
And
Great
we still managed to have 100 sacks compared to what they used to do. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the numbers even go down. Back when they was playing, them guys having like 18, 20 sacks a year. Yeah. Mike Walker, Quick Park, all these, like, how? But when I come in, the last guy to even get close to that was like Cam Wake. And then John Bowman did it, I think, in like 12 or 13 or something. But you don't see guys getting 20 sacks, 18 sacks. I mean, they barely get 15. You know what I'm saying? Betts might be the next player that can get it. You know what I'm saying? Shots out to him because, I love good pass rushers. But, for him, you ain't had a good pass rusher since then. Canadian pass rusher-wise since Justin Capicotti.
Yeah.
He was the last one to have double digits, you know what I'm saying? Then before then, you had the great Brent Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. But back to the original topic, those are the four highlights of my career because, like I say, those things are, in my mind, irreplaceable. A Grey Cup, 100 sacks, and then to have a movement in this league that hasn't been duplicated. It probably won't be duplicated in I don't know how long. You had people actually getting Swaggerville tattoos.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Odell, when you were talking about your first sack against Rob Murphy, was there an O lineman that you were just like, I just want to beat this guy? Like, I know you want to beat all of them all the time, but was there a guy that you like look forward to playing against to be like, I need to take this guy down? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to love playing against Javon Foyer because I knew it was going to be a great matchup. Who else? Stanley Bryant. The Calgary Derek Dennis. Those were probably about the top 3 tackles during my tenure that I enjoyed going again because I knew it was going to be about it. Everybody else, it was dog food. Like Ben Archibald, get him out of here. Dan Goodspeed, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Was it P-Lun that was in Calgary? Get him out of here. Jason Jimenez, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Benzai, get them guys out of here. Like, but you know, I was young and fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for the smoke from whoever, and you said you the best. Let's rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I played those three guys, and it was always fun because I know, you know what I'm saying, they got that same mentality as I got. They just play offense, so it's gonna be a battle. So I enjoy playing those three guys, and plus those three guys are, you know, future Hall of Famers.
Well, now I think I already know the answer to this, but did you ever use your words to get in their head before you would play the game, or?
Come on, man.
I just wanted you to, like.
Yeah, you know, my mouth never stopped talking. That was half of the reason. That was half of the motivation to get in shape during the offseason, so I could talk trash the whole game and not be. Get you. You suck. I want to be in shape. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to your face. I want you to understand clearly what I'm saying. And then I didn't wear a mouthpiece neither, so I kind of regret that now, having these rough edges around my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Not wearing a mouthpiece, but it is what it is. I enjoyed the game, so it's part of it.
Who was the best like trash talker that you had going back and forth with?
You know what? Really, there wasn't no guys on offense that really talked. Cool story. I used to like, when I first got in, I used to like poking the Bears. Like, we would play guys like G-Roy, and we'll be shutting G-Roy down. And like, yeah, you supposed to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You suck, bro. Like, we talked about you all week. You ain't did nothing. All right. DB looking at me like, man, shut the hell up. We got a guard here. I'm like, man, forget him. Y'all lock him up. All of a sudden, here come the middle of the third, fourth quarter.
Oops.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Rich, Jamel Richardson, he was a one. Him, S.J. Green. Who else? Them the main ones. Like, them guys there, man. You say something to them, boy. Lord. Different story. We don't even have receivers in the game like them no more. So you never see no guys like the Jamel Richardsons, the S.J. Greens, the Andy Fantus, the Weston Dresslers. Like, you know what I mean? Just even talking about those players makes you miss, like, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I miss the old CFL. Like, I mean, we got good players today. I'm not disrespecting none of the players we have in the game. It just was something different about those guys back then, like Arlen Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys was like, man, bro, you got to guard him today, boy. Then after the game, you looking at them, they sitting in their locker like, man, you think they going to cut me? What you think? You man just had 150 yards off by 4 catches. Window aisle. Which one you want? Window aisle. Pick. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just, like I said, the league used to even be closer, like, because you'll get there. The game on Friday, so you get there Friday. I mean, the game on Saturday, you get there Friday. You know what I mean? May go eat. Play the game Saturday, and after the game, you go hang out with each other, and you know, leave, come back to the city Sunday morning. Now you fly in, play the game, leave. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The league ain't even really tight knit as like, even though we hated Calgary, but some, you know what I'm saying, some going on, you know, Charleston, Brandon Smith, all them boys would come to Edmonton and be like, yo, man, we here, let's, you know what I'm saying, but when the lights come on, you know, it was so. I don't even think the guys even know each other like that enough. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just out for themselves doing their own things, and like I said, I think that's, you know, one of the things I think the CFL is missing. That's why before I even left, I fought for open work permits for the players. That way, the players could stay in the city, get off-season jobs. and fans will actually get familiar with the players, because if the players jumping from city to city, how are you gonna build continuity? How are you gonna have the Dick Hills, the Willie Jeffersons, the Odell Willises? Like, you can't have that if guys jumping city to city, and if they can't stay up here and build their face in the city, how you even gonna build and grow the league?
So
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So you
So
build
true.
and grow the league by, okay, these guys open their work permit, meaning he don't just have to work for Edmond. He can stay here in the off season. And I know plenty of fans with business and company that wouldn't mind having a Niles Morgan just at their job, just to say he at their job. He's making $25 an hour just to be at the job. You know what I'm saying? Because this person is a fan of his, and they have that business opportunity, so he could work. So now he's in the city doing appearances, doing his thing, and is building country. Now he's becoming a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the league is missing little things like that. But what do I know?
I'd say a lot.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
Exactly. So we've got a couple more suggestions for barbecue. Leanne says there's the Transit Smokehouse on 66, so probably not far from the gym.
Transit, hold on. Give me food spots. I got to put them in.
Yeah.
I got to put them in. You said Transit.
Yeah, Transit
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
Transit 66. Smokehouse.
Yep. And then Chris Agar, a place I love. It's called Meat. And it's just off of what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had meat. I've had meat. It's a little bland. They need to get more heavy-handed with their seasonings.
Yeah. They got good
no,
bourbon.
It's not a bad place. That was the next place I went to. They told me after once Slapper House shut down, everybody was sick. They pointed me in the meat, so that's how I done had meats already. I went and I got a big boy meal. But like I said, if they add a little more, rich action to that food, it'd be good. Like, real
Nice.
It wasn't bad. But like I said, add a little more seasoning. I'm from the South. We heavy-handed with that seasoning.
Yeah. Outstanding. What else we got here? Coach Vic is asking, being that he's Coach Vic, have you ever had any interest in coaching?
Oh yeah, I actually did. I wanted to actually maybe coach at a high school or something around in the city. You know what I'm saying? See, could I win my provincial championship or something like that?
That'd
Go
be
to
amazing.
D1 high school and coach, maybe Ross Shepherd or something like that.
There
Or
we go.
never know. I wouldn't mind coaching the U of A. Like, I know they need some fresh blood over there. Like, no disrespect to Coach Morris, but hey man, it's time to get some fresh blood up in there. I feel like I know for a fact I can change that program around.
There it is. Get some AJ gas.
Maybe not the head coach at first, but let me get 1 or 2 years as the defensive coordinator. And I promise you.
I think I've finally met the person who can overshadow you, Odell. It's amazing. She's unbelievable. She's so
This is my twin. Hey, inner voice.
Like you're talking, I want to talk. We do have more of a comment from Paul Reckner, who's is here, of course, every training camp. And every training camp, there's a new guy wearing 41. And every year we refer to that person as Fodell.
That's correct.
The what?
We call him Fodell, F-A-U-X. False in French. Yeah, Fodell.
Always. We always call him Odell. Yeah.
Y'all wrong for that.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's only 141 for us. So
Hey, and you know what's crazy? Last game, 41 got a sack, and I was like, that looks so weird. Like, he didn't even roll, first of all. And I was like, he just jumped up. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, you got to roll. Like, I'm going to tell Jake, like, hey, man, you got to tell all the D linemen when they get a sack, they got to roll. I don't give a damn how long you been here, what did happen, you got to roll.
You gotta run. Yeah, just make sure you look for the ref first. then roll.
Oh yeah. Look, that was weak. He called a flag. Like, bro, get out the way. You know we roll after a sack. Like, come on, man. Kept us on the field because that pissed me off.
I'm like, come on, really? Like even he got up, he's like, I'm saying, even the ref was laughing, and then he's like, well, but then they called down and
that was weak, man. Like, oh my gosh, I hated that, but
yeah, it's the true definition of they see us roll and they hate
yeah, exactly. Anything else in there, super fan? Or
I think we have got to the end of the questions for sure.
Outstanding. Well, this was so fun. Thank you, Odell, for all of your time, and and sharing your family with us at the same time. It's amazing. I will be watching for you on the sidelines, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got your
at a tailgate.
And tailgate, yeah.
Oh no, I'm coming to that tailgate for sure. Now that y'all told me that, and I can come get me a sandwich. I may go buy me some fries.
I was gonna say
some fries and just bring them.
If you go around the tailgate, you will be well fed. I guarantee it. Because I don't know how far you'll make it, because you're very popular in that particular. Because most of us are season seat holders, and we all know who you are. So it'll be a big deal. Yeah.
What time y'all start?
Around 4:30ish, 4:30 to 5. We'll have it set up.
4:30 to 5. So if I got that, what time the game start? 7, right?
7. Yeah.
So if I got there at 6, would I be too late?
Nope.
And you will be.
That's normally what time
and you'll get food all the way around. You can go to every spot, and everybody will give you food. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Hey, I will be there because I owe my guy who let me in. I owe him a case of Pepsi. I guarantee to win 2 weeks ago, the game before last, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you'll know some people at the tailgate too, because Aaron Grimes is there. Andrew Jones is there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely showing up. Definitely pulling up. So hey fans, listening now. I will be there at 6:00. So have your best barbecue ready.
Here it comes.
Have your best tailgate drink ready. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna take some pictures. Hey, and we're gonna get this W.
Yeah. Love it.
Amen.
And as we said before, make sure that you check out the gym. Plug it again, Odell, so everybody knows where the gym is.
Oh, my bad. The gym. For everybody out there, please, Athletes Compound, the Mayor of Commonwealth, 9938 7th Avenue. Come see the mayor. Hey, even if you don't want to work out, if you just got stuff that you want to get signed, please pull up. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to check out the gym, pull up. Hey, maybe we could do this show. We could do this podcast in the gym next week.
There you go. We can
have our office there. I'm more than willing to let y'all come do it. Hey, just let me know. We can get it set up.
Then we'll do a workout, and then everybody can watch as you do all the talking, because the rest of us can't talk after a workout. That'd be amazing. Well, thank you so much, Odell. This was amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the tailgate on Thursday. Commissioner, where does everybody find you again?
On Twitter at Duchess Lombardi. And I just want to say it's not for the win, it's for our win this week.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I love it. For our win. Superfan, where does everybody find you?
You can find me at 56 Parkies and the Edmonton Football History account at EDMHISTOREE.
Perfect. And follow me at Freepalicious and the show at the Turf District on all of the socials. Thank you again for joining us this evening. For Odell Willis and his beautiful daughter, Commissioner Kayla, Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face. We will absolutely see you on Thursday at the game.
Yes, sir, man. Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for having my family. And like I say, man, hopefully see all y'all out there Thursday at the tailgate. And if I don't see y'all Thursday at the tailgate, pull up at Athletes Compound. You can find us on IG, all Facebook at Athletes Compound, and if you can't find it, just type in Odell Willis, and you should be able to pull it up, man. So, like I say, hey, let's pray hard, good prayers, and let's get this W Thursday.
Love it. Love it. Can't end it any better. Thanks, Odell.
Oh,
All
man.
right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thanks.
Thanks, Odell.